Welcome back to the Merge and Evolve podcast. I am Kyla,
Not Patrick.
and we're together. So we made it to episode 3.
Yes.
It took us some time to get to episode 3. It's been busy.
Yeah, it's been a very busy month.
Man, I'm forgetting what today is. But yeah, how am I doing? How are you? You should get in the habit of asking yourself, how are you doing today? How am I doing today? Well, let me start. Patrick, how are you doing today?
Feeling blessed, black, and
Highly favored.
highly favored.
Praise the Lord.
Shout out to Charlamagne for that one.
I don't think he came up with that.
No, he didn't, but he always
But he
says it.
says it a lot. He says it a lot. People are always tickled when I say that. Like, oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
Like, stop. How
How
I'm
are you
doing
feeling?
today? I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm tired. I entertained this weekend. I'm working on learning how to be a better hostess, hostess, whatever. Um, because now that kids going off to school, and I just want to learn how to entertain people.
Mhm.
I had people over, so my best friend came to town. My daughter went off to prom this weekend. It was busy. She got a scholarship, great things, but I was tired.
Yeah, I feel you. I entertain
He
too.
don't
Little
even
kids.
care.
I do care.
You entertain what kids
Callie and her little cousin, two little girls
For
with
a
high
couple-
energy.
for a couple hours
Listen,
that you ain't have
it's
to be
time.
bothered with.
No, I heard a lot of thumping and wrestling around. I don't know what was going on.
Mm.
I wanted to yell, whoop, and whatever. I just let them have it.
You whoop other people's kids?
Listen.
That's abuse. I'm just playing. Anyway, so you want to go over what we talking about today?
Yeah. Well, you want to go over what we're talking about, or
Yeah. I mean,
recap from last episode?
We'll recap after this.
Oh, okay.
So our topic for today.
Yeah, our topic for today is the power of laughter.
Yes, it's talking about the power of laughter, why it's important, and how it's been good in our relationship. Laughter is important to me independently. I love to laugh. But just how to keep the joy in the relationship going.
Because everything's not so serious.
It's not. Listen, and if you around me and we can't laugh, I can't be around you.
Yeah.
Because so much life is already all the things happening. It's already so much just kiki. You got to for a minute, and but especially if I feel like if you're in a relationship, it can't just be stale and
it can't. It's so serious.
What you doing? Yeah.
Right.
So, let's just go real quick. What we talked about last episode, we talked about transitions,
dating with a big age gap.
So it was, I like that episode. I think that was, of course, all that we go through. There are lots of transitions I had with school, how it impacted our relationship and where we are now. And I think even helping us to kind of lay the groundwork for how we'll navigate, because there's many more, we always going through transitions, many more to come. So we can hang in there, right?
Yeah, we had a lot of good feedback on that one. A lot of people who going through the same stuff, same issues, and like, wow, that really, me and my girlfriend or me and my spouse, we went through the same thing. So yeah, I think that one was a really good one.
I especially love to hear from like married couples, because we're not married yet, right? But I love to hear from married couples like, man, you guys are really transparent. That's good stuff. I've heard that with just being transparent about the struggles that we've had and where we are in this and being older and dating, that makes me feel good to hear. And then to allow other people then to open up and tell me more about, how them and their spouse navigated things. And it's interesting because everybody is not going to handle or be willing to go through.
Right.
Because some struggles I've heard about, I'm like, you're a good one. I don't, no judgment, but no judgment.
Yeah, no judgment. No judgment.
Yes. But yeah, so our other thing, our Merchant Evolve playlist.
Okay.
So we are up to 4 songs so far.
So then today will be 6.
Yeah. So again, I'm just gonna repeat it just because we create a Merge and Evolve playlist of just songs that we really enjoy and love. Like a little, man, people don't make playlists no more like that, do they?
They do.
and
They
pass it
do.
to their
Yeah.
partner. I wonder, do people like y'all? Let me know. Do people make playlists and like share it with your partner? Like, I made this for you. I was
Mm,
thinking about
like a
you.
mixtape.
Yeah, like a mixtape.
Or
Yeah,
mixed
I
CDs.
made this
Yeah.
for you.
Nah, I just dated ourselves. I said mixed CDs, mixtapes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, we had to burn them.
Burn them. Yeah.
But I think I've heard people say like they would send songs back and forth today.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how we love through music. I'm like, oh, that's cute.
It is.
Anyway, so this is our Merge and Evolve playlist. Um, you want to tell your song? Should I go through the list of songs we had?
Yeah, let's go through the list. Let's do the
So
recap.
let me go through the list of songs that we have so far for our Merge and Evolve playlist. So episode one, Patrick picked Brent Fayez, All Mine.
Hmm.
I laughed because at first I think he said Brent Fire. So-
Yeah, I did. I said Bring Fire or something like that.
Mine was Snow Allegra, I Want You Around. And then episode two, Patrick picked Yes It Is by Leon Thomas. And then mine was Nothing Even Matters by Lauryn Hill and D'Angelo.
Okay. And then
Today.
I'm gonna pick Obsession by Eric Bellinger.
Oh, I like him. Yeah. Okay.
I wish it was.
What you like about that song?
Oh, that one. Well, I just like it because it's like this woman that he's talking about this woman. It's like he didn't expect her to be this this person that she is.
Okay.
And he's just obsessed with her. Like, he's just all in love with her.
Oh, that's cute.
So yeah,
That's
I feel
cute.
like I didn't expect you to be
Oh.
this person. I'm not
Did you
obsessed with you.
expect? Yeah, I was wondering.
No,
Ooh.
no, I'm not obsessed with you.
Oh,
But
no, that's cute
I
though.
do love you though.
Oh, thank you. My song is Black Like You by Joseph Solomon. And I'm gonna be honest, when I very first heard the song, I just loved the vibe of it. And I think I've said it about every song I've picked, but um it's just a good like you hear the guitar in there and stuff, but he's really talking about this woman and how she's shaped like his guitar. And I take it Black Like You, like he just
Mm.
loves the skin that she's in and everything about. I mean, it's just such a beautiful song. But yeah, check it out. So those are our Merge and Evolve playlist picks for
Right.
today. It's a good one. So again, y'all can
Yeah.
download them now on your own, create and build out. Just add them to your own personal playlist, or wait and we'll create a Merge and Evolve playlist
Yeah.
that you can access
At the end of the season.
at the end of the season. So, all right. Actually, oh yeah. So one thing I like to do is I love Pinterest. I love Pinterest. And I have so many Pinterest boards. And this does have to. I didn't tell Patrick what I was gonna do this, but it has to do with laughter, right? And so one thing Patrick used to always do is like, okay, I got a question for you. And he asked like these random questions or whatever. And so then we start going on Pinterest, what I did
But
to
that's
find like,
Yeah, that's where I was getting them from.
see,
Yeah.
because then I start seeing some of the
Mhm.
questions he would ask me. I'm like, why is he asking me all these random questions? But that's how you get to know people, duh. So then I start finding these like these goofy little riddles. They really cheesy riddles, right? Adult riddles or just riddles, period. So I'm like, okay, I got something for you, Patrick.
Mhm.
It's just corny. But we talk about humor. It's interesting how people have different senses of like sense of humor. But eventually I think if your partner really wants to be with you, will pick up on it, and then y'all find the same like corny stuff funny.
Yeah.
Cause I'm about to say some of these and y'all gonna be like womp womp, but they really are like we were sitting here laughing about it like that was stupid. Like, Patrick, how do you fix a broken tomato? Think about it. This is so stupid.
How do you fix a broken tomato?
You taking too long
I don't know.
with tomato paste. That's dumb.
Okay, little dad jokes. Okay.
Okay. What kind of music scares balloons?
Pop.
Oh, that was good. You got that one. That was,
That was good.
Okay, it's my last one. Why did the Oreo go to the dentist? It's easy. It lost
Shit.
its feeling.
Mm.
That's dumb.
So,
Anyway,
I
so
was
dumb
gonna
stuff like
yeah.
that,
Mm.
just find a little dumb. Really, it's so corny. But on a day that's like so much going on, it's like I ain't got time for this dumb joke.
Mhm.
It'd be a little kiki, and
It
it
do.
lightens things sometimes, you know.
Right.
So, again, I love to laugh. My mom always talks about, I know me and the girls, but she was like, you and Patrick, y'all be sitting there like whispering and having these little laughs, all the time. But I think what is a relationship without laughter? Like,
Right.
is it really? Do people really like each other if they don't laugh?
Mhm.
What you think? Like, if
No,
you met a couple, have you met a couple like they don't you don't never see them laugh?
no, not at all. Only on the movies. In the movies, it's like, you
Like
could,
you in only in the movies you've seen people who
yeah,
never laugh?
but not in real life though.
I have.
Have you?
I've seen a couple where it's like, well, maybe just in the, but it could have just been the day. But it's like, oh, I don't know if y'all really like each other. Like,
Mm.
mm, I think you do know somebody like that. But anyway,
Oh, you know what? I do.
yeah.
I do.
So, see, inside.
Mhm.
But yeah, why does laughter matter? So a little science behind it. That they said couples that laugh together, they do feel more satisfied and more connected to each other. And again, I believe that's true because I feel like you can feel disconnected
You can.
if you don't understand about where somebody's humor is coming from or share in that those find a moment of joy because it's too
Mhm.
much out here to be like ugh about. It helps to diffuse conflict and improve communication.
Mhm.
You got a story time for that one, Patrick? I was thinking about Miami.
Oh, Miami.
That was like our
Yes.
first like
So
ugh.
our first out of town trip. It was for my birthday.
Yes,
Uh,
I flew them out.
yeah, I got flued out. First time, first time for everything. We went to Miami. We landed, and we were hungry,
I'm
and
always hungry.
we were walking around with our suitcases, and I was like, "Yo, I know this good chicken."
Wait, no, don't make me sound like I was just on the street, bro. We was not walking around with
We
suitcases.
did. We didn't check into the hotel yet. We had our luggage.
I don't recall that.
I
I
recall.
think we left our luggage at the hotel or something. I don't recall
No,
walking around because Patrick,
no, because we were
I would
waiting
have
on
really been mad then.
we were waiting on Ryan.
D- Oh yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Go
So,
ahead.
all right, so we had our luggage, whatever. It was like a couple bags. Anyways, we walking around Miami. It's hot.
Hot.
We're hungry. And I was like, yo, I know this good chicken spot. I know it's around here because the last time I stayed at this condo is right around here. I know this area, blah, blah, blah.
And mind you, this is my first time traveling with him out of town. So this is our first experience out of town together. So that's a big deal.
Hmm.
So I'm like, okay, chicken spot sounds. And I've been to Miami, but he didn't tell me like I've been a couple times, like several times, but he didn't tell me the name of it. I think you couldn't remember the
I
name
couldn't
of
remember
it.
the name of it.
So funny.
And so Kyla's getting mad. I'm trying to keep my cool.
My
Like,
wig was getting hot.
yeah, I'm trying to, I'm still trying to look cool. Like, ah, man, this trip ain't gonna go good. But let me try to
He like, you start turn here. Okay,
turn.
no, wait. I think I remember when you turn right here. I'm
Yeah,
like,
we walking around in circles. I think we were like 3 blocks away from where we actually had to be
and
at.
I'm not used to this. Like, I ain't trying to sound bougie, but I'm not used to like going to Miami and we about to walk somewhere. Like, we not gonna Uber. We not
Right.
gonna,
No,
like, I was
yeah,
like, he ain't gonna Uber us. He's like, no, it's real close.
yeah, because I think we went to the cookie place or something. It was around the way,
I don't know.
close
All I
by.
know is
Anyway,
I was like, I'm trying not to get an attitude. This is our first time. I don't want to mess up this trip.
so
Like,
yeah, so we looking for this chicken spot place that I know of. Kind of find out we run right into it, and the name of it was the chicken spot.
I want to punch Patrick so bad. I want to punch Patrick so bad. And
Yeah.
I was trying not to have an attitude, but I was like, this is not looking good.
I was like, man, yeah, this little chicken spot, and the whole time the name was Chicken Spot.
It was good though.
It was really good. So the food made up for the
It
attitude.
did, because I was high. I'm taking my wig,
Yeah.
I was dripping high. Oh God.
He had enough
I
of
was like, you
leftovers
got me
and
walking
everything.
around here looking like this in my I don't do
Yeah.
But I wasn't like bougie B about it. You know what I mean?
No,
I
but I could
was
tell it was like
yeah,
eat a
I was
Snickers.
containing it.
Yeah, because those sugars
Did you
get
start seeing my
Mhm.
stink? Oh yeah.
started seeing a little
Mm-mm.
vein in the head.
So
popping.
it was like, yeah, it was kind of funny how it was like, oh, it's called the chicken spot. Okay.
Right.
But that was like a note to self, like a note. Because Patrick has this thing of he don't want to pull up directions. Maybe most men do this. I know the shortcut. The shortcut take you about 15 minutes out the way, the longer.
Listen,
So I just politely pull up these directions anyway. Like,
I know where I'm going. All I have to do is be there one time,
he
and I'm
think
on
he
my way.
saw Indianapolis. Okay.
I am not. Now, Indy's my home. I
I
know
will
my way around this.
I will GPS Google Maps us and Patrick. It's gonna take us 15. No, this is closer. I said, Patrick, this on GPS it says it's 7 minutes away. So actually, my way is closer. But no, so yeah, it helps resolve conflicts, makes awkward moments
Hmm.
a little better, you
It
know.
does.
So do you think that you have to have the same kind of humor? Do you think people have to have the same kind of humor?
I don't think so. No, but I feel like as long as you understand your partner's humor,
Mhm.
then it makes things better. But no, you don't have to have the same kind.
How do you yeah, because I think it takes time to learn a partner. Because I went to a predominantly white school, so I understand some different kinds of humor.
I
Like I
did
like
too.
The Office. Patrick don't like The
No,
Office, you know. And it's some stuff that like Patrick found funny that I'm like, dog, that was not funny. But now it's like, okay, that's silly or whatever. You know, I laugh at little stuff that he'll laugh at. But sometimes it's also like I don't think you have to have
no,
the same humor all the time and whatever, you know.
right.
What's something that I do that you don't? What was something that maybe I find funny that you don't find funny?
Um,
I'm gonna tell y'all what. Here go one thing. I cut you off. I'm sorry.
no, go ahead, because
Cut you off
I
when
have
y'all
to
thought.
think about it.
But Patrick, I think because Patrick, I think a part of our humor being like I notice I can pick or whatever, but it's in
Oh
good
yeah, no,
fun
you be
because I get
nitpicking.
bullied. Patrick said we bully him in my family,
You
me and my
do.
brothers, but
All three of y'all.
we they be picking with me, so I
Yeah.
got to pick on somebody. Like
They like subtle pick on me. Like Carrington, he bumped me one time or something. He like kind of pushed me out the way. We're playing cornhole. I think,
yeah,
yeah,
and he is too big to be bumping people all over the place because he
yeah.
will tackle you. But I think that so. And I find it humorous when I be picking with Patrick, but I notice he be like, okay, now too much. But he don't say it, but I notice it. So I'm like, okay, I'll calm down. But I be cracking up.
Mm. Yeah, no, you do pick.
So I'm a little annoying. I can be annoying, and I know it.
Yeah. But you know what? I feel like when someone's annoying, well, when you understand that your person, this is their personality, right?
Uh
So, for
huh.
example,
To be annoying.
yeah, to be annoying. Like people do like little annoying stuff. Like my grandparents used to annoy each other just for
Hmm.
fun, whatever, right? Or like let's say the other night we was like, oh, I'm so sleepy. And then I look over and you sitting there doing crunches in the middle of the floor. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like to me, like, okay, that's annoying. But in my head, I'm laughing like, this can't be real. Like it's funny to me at the same
I need to
time.
get my nighttime crunches in.
But it's like, how are you sleepy and you over here?
Cause I do be sleepy. Oh, I'll tell you one. Okay, so this one thing, Patrick, yes, you and Callie, and Patrick they love doing pranks, and to me, it don't be funny sometimes,
Oh
but I have
yeah.
started to find it funny, right? I get it, but I think also again, time in my life, like I don't got time to be, don't be playing no games with me, but I do find them, yeah, some of them pranks are funny and stuff too. So yeah, that's his thing, but don't prank me, dog, cause
Oh yeah, when we came down here with the Nerf guns, probably don't remember that. Callie was sitting here. It was her and Karis,
oh, yeah,
and then I
yeah,
came down
yeah.
and started shooting them. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So, but yeah, so do you think, and we talked about this briefly a minute ago, but do you think a lack of shared humor could be like a warning sign in a relationship?
yeah, I could see that because then it's like, why are you so serious?
Yeah.
Um, like,
Like, is that
y-
a red flag? Would you consider it a red flag? Like,
I
you don't
would
laugh at
consider
nothing.
I'll consider a yellow flag because then it's like, okay, what is going on? Uh, like maybe there's a conversation that needs to be had. Maybe that person's going through something in their life
Hmm.
and they're expressing it to everyone else.
Or maybe like, maybe it's something personal that's happening, or
Yeah.
I don't know, because that to me, I don't know. I would love to hear y'all's thoughts on this. Like, is that a warning sign if you don't share a relationship? Like, how long you gonna be in a relationship or be dating somebody, and you like they don't laugh at nothing, or we don't find
Mm-hmm.
none of the same stuff funny?
Right.
Cause there's a no go for me. I'll probably sitting here cracking up by myself anyway. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
right on up out of bye.
All right.
So yeah. So how do you think humor has helped us navigate? I mean, we
Uh,
talked a little bit about like, yes, the little Miami trip, not a little, but the
yeah.
Miami trip and stuff, but like especially with blending families and stuff. Oh, go ahead. But I'm sorry. Yeah, this is my problem. I talk too much. That's my ADD talking. Like, whoa,
What was the question?
squirrel.
No, no, it's just fun.
But no, what's your thoughts on how like humor has helped us to navigate?
I think it helped us, just by looking back on maybe like some of the serious conversations or maybe the little arguments that we had. And we
Hmm.
could look back and like laugh at it now. I was like, oh, you know what? It really wasn't that
Or
serious.
like that was petty.
Yeah, that was petty.
Yeah, we've had though, like I think mentors and people who we've allowed to speak into our relationship say, like, y'all just being petty. And
Hmm.
like, okay, you right. Like, you
Yeah,
know,
like,
you
and
right.
then we just start talking about it. It's like, I can't believe you did this, and just
Yeah,
start laughing about it.
yeah.
And then it just also, even if we are having like a serious conversation, sometimes I feel like it's good to maybe throw a joke in there
To
or some,
break it
yeah,
up.
to kind of break it
Yeah.
up to let the person know, like, hey, I'm not mad at you, but I am serious about this situation.
Like, look, dog, we not about to go in circles. You know.
Right. Yeah. That's,
I will say this in like the matter of like blending families. The humor part of it is game night. Like
hmm
game night is serious, but it's fun,
It is.
especially when you get kids, especially when you get kids involved, because I show no mercy to the kids. Talk crazy and
Oh
everything,
no,
but
like when we were playing Uno No Mercy.
Uno no mercy. Uno no mercy. I want to know
Uh,
how many of y'all done got in fights over. I mean, I ain't gonna fight nobody over Uno no mercy, but
no. Yeah, like
it
Karis
can
was
get
getting
real
frustrated at Callie.
ignorant.
Callie was like,
Yeah, I
yeah,
think Uno no mercy can give man. How you like? How am I picking up 100 cards? But
right.
it's fun stuff like that. Like finding humor. That's a way to laughing together to blend the family. That helps, and also even when there's age gaps, right?
Yeah.
Like that. Having everybody come to the table
And
and
it helps build
just do
character
something
too
fun.
because
Oh, what else? Like go karting.
yeah.
Listen, we went to Patrick took me go karting for my birthday,
Mhm.
and I think I'm a NASCAR driver anyway on these streets, right? But we got into that we was like K1 speed or
K1,
whatever.
yeah.
When I tell you my daughter lapped me so many times,
Because you were driving so
I was
slow.
driving like a
Little two
granny.
hands, you was
Because I felt like I was so low to the ground. I was scared to hit that curve too hard and flip over, but
we
they
in there
was
drifting and
gone.
everything.
Yeah, y'all did good.
You waving at us.
And that was fun because, like, the whole time I'm laughing, like
Mhm.
like okay, like, I'm good. So yeah, doing fun stuff like that helps in blending the family
Yeah.
and sharing that laughter has been, I think, a good thing for
Yeah.
us. Yeah.
Yeah. Or what about
What?
you want to talk about the class I sent you to? I didn't tell you about.
Oh,
Oh, you want to keep that
it
one?
was inappropriate. I mean, you already talking about it.
I mean, I said
I
we
ain't
could
gonna say
keep
it's
it
inappropriate, but it's
a riding class,
it was a fun class, a little
exercise class.
intimate
Yeah.
class. I forgot the young woman's name, but it was fun. So I like that. Like we can surprise each other with stuff that I think to another couple, if it was another female, because it was like a sexual class, right? But it was fun. Not like we not. It was an individual
Right. And
class. So
for women.
for
Right.
women, but the lady was like, you don't even know what you're here for. I was like, And the one woman in there was like, oh my goodness, your partner signed. You don't get offended because he signed you up or something like this. I was like, no, this is fun. Like it was a good
Yeah, you
time.
text me, it's like, I'm gonna beat you up or something like
Okay.
that.
I think that
Yeah.
sometimes people again take themselves too serious. Like calm
hmm
down, huh? Laugh.
Yeah. So what
That's
we
all.
do is I think we talked about this before where we don't really, I mean, we give each other the chance to say no, but we don't. So it's like, hey, I got something planned. And it's like, what is it? Like, well, you'll see when we get there.
Cause I'm big on saying no. And people
Mm,
have to bring that to my attention. Like
mm.
your first thing be like,
Yeah.
mm-mm.
So it's just like, okay, so then we get there and you're like, what are we doing? I'm like, oh, it's just a couples class. Cause I thought it was a couples class because the lady does have a couple
He came
classes.
out the car with pillows. I'm
Yeah,
like, what is
pillows and stuff.
happening?
So I'm not saying anything. And, then I go wait in the car and Kyla comes out. I was like, oh my goodness, that was so much
It
fun. And
was fun. I had a good
yeah,
time. But we also do stuff like, okay, when we go to different places, we'll travel and find different
yeah,
speakeasies. That's
speakeasies.
fun. One time Patrick took me to what you said we going to eat brunch, right?
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
where we
It
going to
was on
brunch?
what was it? Juneteenth.
It was on Juneteenth. You had our matching t-shirt. But he's like, we're
Yeah.
gonna go eat brunch. I'm like, where we going to eat brunch?
Right.
And so we drive, and I'm like, oh, you sit somewhere in Gary. We ended up in Chicago. We had a great day in
Mm-hmm.
Chicago, but spontaneous stuff like that keeps the joy,
Yeah.
brings the laughter, and then just being flexible. Like,
Mhm.
Okay, well, we just gonna find. We popped up in Cincinnati,
Yeah,
remember?
Cincinnati, we went to
And
the
with that,
aquarium.
and then but went to the food festival.
Yeah,
Remember
food
the one
festival
time?
after that. Yeah.
I smashed. That food
Mhm.
festival was
It
good.
was.
But yeah, bring it. It just it's something fun to do. Being open, being
Mhm.
flexible. And then like comedy shows, we love stuff
Yeah.
like that,
Or
and like
we're
to laugh.
was it in Florida when we went to the one speakeasy, and then
The
we ended up,
laundromat.
yeah, the laundromat. Then we went up the street and they had like this big rec area. We was playing
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
we was playing against them girls.
Oh, we was
Uh
hooping. Was it the basketball thing?
it was like the basketball,
It
but it
was
was
like
ping
um
pong, not ping
no,
pong, but
no. Beer
table, yeah,
pong.
beer
Like beer
pong.
pong basketball.
And the little
Yeah.
girls was cheating.
It was.
They was running everybody off the table. Yeah.
Really cheating, yeah. But yeah, we've had some good times on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Always.
being grown. Having fun. Um, so how do you use humor? And we talked about it a little bit to navigate uncomfortable. Like personally, how do you and it could be in our relationship or even outside of here, how do you use humor to navigate times when like you may feel uncomfortable or it's a vulnerable situation?
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, like I said, you just have to throw it in there every now and then. I might crack a joke by myself or maybe say something kind of funny just
Hmm.
to like break it and then help loosen the nerves a little
That's
bit.
what I do. I bring it to myself first. Like, listen, y'all being crazy today. I have a friend of mine. I think it's so funny because she be like, I had to let the horses out the stable. I had to keep the horses in the stable today. Like, because listen, we could all be just a little crazy sometimes.
Mhm.
But I think sometimes, yes, when it taking that pause and like,
Yeah.
let me just find a little joke in here, throw something here to lighten the mood a little bit. Do you ever think that in a relationship is such thing as like playing too much? Like,
Yeah, there is.
yeah,
Because if you're trying to be serious with me and have a serious conversation, I'm sitting here cracking jokes. And you
yeah.
like, oh, you're not even taking this seriously.
Patrick always think I'm playing too much though. I say stuff like, "Oh, Patrick, I love you so much. I'm so grateful for you." You don't mean that. Are you just trying to be funny? Why you always think I'm trying to be funny?
Because it's all in your tone.
No,
You like,
okay. And what else? He said, "Because you said it with a smile on your face." So I
yes.
can't smile.
No, you got to be serious. When you like, I love you.
I can't do.
And then, see,
Hold on, I'm
you
trying.
can't even
Hold
say it with a
on.
smile. You know what it is?
I'm gonna do it. I'm trying.
Oh,
Hold
okay,
on,
well, go ahead.
Patrick. I can't.
See?
I love you so much.
Mm,
And
okay.
that was like my beautiful.
See? It was the,
So what's wrong with that?
You know what it is? I think, so I have, my cousin Renee.
Uh huh.
She plays a lot. So she always be like, look me in my face without laughing. And if you could say without laughing, then I know you're not lying to me. Renee's always making like little silly faces and stuff. So
Listen, mm-mm.
I have PTSD from that.
That's not my fault.
Mm.
I just like to
So now
smile.
when I think people are like looking at me laughing,
That's a personal problem.
yeah, I might need to go see
That's a
therapy for
personal
that.
problem. Yes.
Hmm.
Can you tell someone's values by what they find funny?
Um, I want to say that.
I think you can. Well,
Maybe.
okay. I think it maybe give way a little bit to like. Hold on. It may make me like again. It might be a yellow flag. I'm like, wait,
Like if somebody get killed in the show and they
that ain't
start
kind of
laughing.
funny. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it could be like a certain situation. Like, it may make me want to kind of pay attention a little bit more and
Hmm.
maybe ask some further questions because it could be a telltale sign,
Could be.
or it could be like a nervous thing, right? Some people
Right.
have nervous laughter around certain things, so I don't know,
Mm.
but I do think that just pay attention because sometimes they humor be like, ooh, are they a sociopath? No, I'm just
Mm.
playing. You just don't know. Um, so what was something that you feel that there's all the questions. What's something that you feel that I do that always makes you laugh?
Something that you do that always makes me laugh.
You wake up. No, I'm just playing.
No, I would say the little annoying things that you do when you like I'm tired, and then you'll do like 50 other things. It's like
Don't laugh at my. That's a that's a little malfunction in me. Like that's my ADD.
because
You
it's
laugh
like, are
at.
you really tired or
My mama taught me how to do that. It's
like
like
take your butt to bed if you're really
that's
tired.
true. That's
So
true.
that's what always
Oh,
makes me laugh.
see, if I wasn't like annoying and doing little things like that, then you wouldn't even want me.
Hmm.
You would miss it. You be like, oh. I wish she would act a little crazy.
Like, oh, it's a little peaceful at night. No, I was just
Yeah,
playing.
no. Let me think. What's something that you do that always makes me laugh? I think I have learned like some of your humor, and I'll definitely say that things like surprising me because
Hmm.
I'm not one of those people like I don't like to be surprised. But I am like a thinker, so I try to figure stuff out.
You
That's
do be
my
trying to
thing.
figure
Like
it out.
I love logic games and stuff, so I'm trying to piece it together and figure it out. And the fact that I think I've been right before, you're like you've been held it like I ain't gonna tell her. I'm gonna let
Hmm.
her keep on going. But I find that fun, like you trying to surprise me, and you do a good
You
job.
know what else makes me laugh?
What?
Every time we take a road trip, you like,
Oh,
you look over at me, you like, you good? Like, yeah. And then 2 seconds later, I look over, your eyes are closed,
knocked
your
out.
mouth is open, you over there
Oh my
snoring.
gosh.
And then you'll wake up, you
Yeah.
like, need me to drive? Like, no. And I look back
Like
over and you
good.
back to sleep.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I enjoy sleeping in the car. I'm like a little kid. I go to sleep. We just going up the highway.
Yeah. And I
It's
just
something about car sleep that's just great.
I just be sitting there laughing. Then
And
when
that
I
means I
do it,
really trust you with my life.
yeah, when I do it, you like, Patrick, you sleep the whole time.
Yeah, like you're supposed to interact with me. This is not a solo trip. So let's talk about some tips. This sounds like it's gonna be a little quick episode, but tips to keep joy in the relationship.
Tips. I would say always create something. Create memories. Go
Hmm.
date nights. Like we said, we went go-kart racing, putt putting one
Yeah,
time up in down in
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Putt
Yeah.
Shack. Putt Shack was fun.
Push Shack was fun.
Yeah, go to like and Google stuff like
Yeah.
best
We
whatever
did axe
or
throwing. Like make it even when you had these competitive games,
yeah, make it
have like
fun.
yeah, make it fun. You
Make
know.
it fun. Yeah, that's a good one. I'm trying to think what's some other like fun date stuff we've done that was like, I don't know.
Oh, the jet skis and it was cold outside.
Oh,
That
the
water
jet
was
skis.
so cold.
I was scared for my life in them jet skis.
That
I
was
just
fun.
because I'm not I like boats. I prefer the boat. I was too close to the water, you know.
Hmm.
So yeah, that was a little scary. And the dude took off on us. He was like,
Yeah,
"All right,
like
follow me." He was like, "Shoom," you
yeah,
know.
he had the super fast jet ski, and we trying to keep
Yeah, he
up.
was gone. No, so yeah, that's fun. Even being around other people, other couples, that's what I find fun too. Like
Hmm.
hanging around with other people and other couples. Didn't know I was gonna be that person. But
I can say like when we did when I came and I got the wine and the paint,
yeah.
and we just went one night up the street.
Hold on, y'all. Let me tell you what's so much funny. Because Patrick was like, one night, Patrick like doing little random stuff, right? I don't know if I was still in school. I think I
Yeah, you
was.
were. Yeah,
He's like, okay, I got something for us to do.
you was like,
I said, what?
what?
What, Patrick? We about to do? This dude, but something is better than nothing. It's
Oh,
the thought that counts.
oh, you talking about that
Had
night?
me downtown on the step. Where was we at?
By
Monument
military
Military
park
Park with some fruit. I was like, that was this is I said, Patrick,
with the
we
homeless
could have did
people.
this at home with the homeless people. We could have did this at home, Patrick. I thought you just wanted to get outside. No.
Yeah,
I thought we was going out to eat. Like I want food. Ooh, he got me some. Thank
it was
you.
fruit.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
My again, laugh with each other, not
Hmm.
at. I'm sorry, but laugh with each other, not at each other.
Yeah.
Even though sometimes, I mean, you just gotta know your person's limits when you laughing at them. But everything you shouldn't laugh at.
Hmm.
But I love to laugh with as well. But I'm gonna always laugh at myself. I think I'm gonna laugh at myself first because I'm
Yeah.
good for falling up the steps. Ow.
Yeah.
I'm
The
gonna
only
laugh
time
at
I
it.
laughed at you was one day when you woke up and chose violence. You was
I
going.
do.
I was still sleeping. You came in the room and you was going off about something. I forgot what it was. And I'm sitting there like, I just got up. And you
Oh.
was going off. But in my head, I'm sitting there laughing like, I know she ain't serious about this. I forgot what it was about.
I mean, I don't know.
But yeah.
I don't know.
But anyways, that was the only time I laughed
Yeah.
at you.
Being mindful of humor used to mask deeper issues, balance is key. I think that's a
That's
good one because there are people who, what do they say? I laugh to keep from crying.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta know when it's okay to cry sometimes. Like that's why your partner should be a safe space.
Right.
You should have some safe spaces to be able to be vulnerable like that. I know a lot of us have gone through challenging times, especially with things going on in the world, and sometimes we want to. Black people good for making a joke. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we can't take anything
We gonna
seriously.
make a joke,
Yeah.
but I think you should have your spaces, especially with your partner, to be able to be vulnerable and be like, this is I ain't got it today. This is not good. I'm not well. You
Mhm.
know. So yeah, having that balance there. Um, Another one, embrace and play.
Yeah.
Embrace and play and being okay to be goofy and awkward.
Mhm.
I love when relationships finally get to that moment where you can be your true silly self, and do all that quirky stuff,
Mhm.
together. I think that's do you feel like you can fully be yourself with me at
Um,
this point?
yeah, for the most part. Most part.
I don't know. It'd be sometimes. Maybe I'm just fishing and digging because I'm like Patrick. Loosen up. Are you okay? Like, like I feel like you're not sharing, or you're not really.
No, for the most part, I am. It's still sometimes of like, I really want to do this. If I do, you probably look at me like this little kid.
I think because Patrick, at one moment, you had said to me, "You don't want me to think that you childish."
Mm-hmm.
I think we all have our child. We talked about this the other day. We
We
all
do.
have our childish, childlike or whatever ways. I can be childish sometimes. I think me picking, and that's just I'm telling you, my brothers like some grown up boys.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I don't think. I think I think it's also different when you still have a small child.
Yeah.
So they kind of keep you in that space.
In the kid space, the
Yeah,
playful space, I'll
yeah.
say.
Because some days I'm like, "Oh, I'm tired, and
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to get to this quiet space. You know.
Mm.
So yeah, but yeah. So okay, last question.
Okay.
What does laughter mean to you in love?
Mm. Good one. We didn't go over that one. Um,
We wasn't supposed to, because I wanted to be like,
Authentic. So now I gotta think
yeah.
about
So
this one.
what? I mean, in any way, like you don't have to keep it like between. Like, what does
Mm-hmm.
that mean to you in love?
Um. Hmm.
I can.
Yeah. Go ahead. Let me think about this one.
That's fine. So, what does laughter mean to me in love? I would say again that joy. It means connection to me. That's what it means. Like we are connected somehow. It's a shared feeling
Mm.
in that moment, and it means that again, like we can do this thing together. We can do these hard things together, and still find a way to come back to joy and happiness.
Mm.
That's what it means to me in love, and I do think
That's a
it
good
is
one.
important.
I'm gonna kind of piggyback off of that, and
Mm-hmm.
I would say laughter means to me in love is intimacy because you had to have that, like we spoke about earlier, like that kind of common um humor,
Mm-hmm.
and that is what connects you to that person. And
Mm-hmm.
then also, you see couples that had a little side eye or a little inside wink or
I love
something,
that. Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Even when things are serious, like when we played spades that one time at your cousin's house, and I reneged, and you took me outside, and they were like, "Oh, this whole
Ooh, it
the
did start.
spades
They was
game
like, this
got
about
this."
to cause a
Yeah,
domestic dispute. Yes.
yeah. You wanted to push me off the boat and everything,
Listen,
and yeah,
because I take my cards serious, okay? My grandmother and
mm,
my grandfather taught me at the age of 9,
yeah.
we do not renege, Patrick. We got to work on this game a little bit. So that's a serious.
It was just so much going on at the,
No. You should have.
but
I had to go back to my original partner, my cousin Julie. Shout out to you. We're gonna be partners for life. Cause auntie, that is serious. That was that. Yeah, that could have been a. Mm,
mm,
but I think we ended up. Did we win? We came back. Did we come back after that?
you and Jalise played,
There we go. Cause that's my partner for life. Hey, cousin. Yeah,
and then
we just gonna end it there.
yeah,
Don't worry
we're
about
gonna
it.
end it there.
We
Yeah,
gonna.
that was that.
I actually. So after that, actually, that's when we had the. I said, Patrick, they got this on the phone. You can download the Spades app
Uh,
and practice
Talking
playing
about practice.
spades.
Oh no, no, no. Then we went to the park. You set up the picnic. He's like, "Oh,
Oh
we're going to the
yeah,
picnic. I got
yep.
something for you."
So that's another way of bringing humor into. Yeah, I did a little. We gonna do something today. So I did a little picnic with a little charcuterie plates and got some
Hmm.
wine and got them cards out and we worked on that game. We worked on that
Hmm.
game. So
I was like, "Oh, okay."
it was
That's what
great. You did good. I
that was
also
good.
brought like Mancala. So we kept it light.
Yeah, yeah,
I had a
yeah.
little speaker out there. It was fun. It was a
It
good
was
time.
fun.
So
That was a good
yeah.
one.
Yeah. But that's good. Yeah. So I mean, again, I encourage y'all to work on bringing joy
Yes.
and laughter into your relationship. And if you're not in a relationship yet, just Learn how to not take yourself so serious. You
Mhm.
know, find laughter in your own life, the different things
Yes,
that you enjoy or
because life is
whatever.
too short not to laugh.
Man, I'm telling you, turn on a good movie, find
Mhm.
stuff you like.
Listen, because my granddad, I tell you, granddad is what 93, and
You
he's
listen,
battling cancer, and he still has his sense of humor.
it's funny.
Yeah, he's still funny. He's still out here cracking jokes, even though
Yes,
he's in his right mind. But
yeah,
he's hilarious.
it is. And I think that's a part of longevity as well. Like,
Hmm.
he always got a joke and it's funny.
Always, and always when he sleep, he has a smile on his
He
face.
does, wiggling
Yeah,
them feet.
yeah. So yeah.
So I think if you can find somebody who's going through something like that and still
Hmm.
got a piece of joy in them, it ain't nothing for you to be out here sour about like
Right.
that. You know, again, we got too much stuff going on in this world with everything that's happening right now. Every day is something new. It's like,
Hmm.
don't let that steal your precious time from you. So find the joy,
Yes.
download the songs from the Merge and Evolve playlist.
Yes.
We want you to share this episode. Go back and listen to the other episodes. Share those.
Share,
Provide us
like,
some feedback,
yes.
like, follow, because
Subscribe.
subscribe, yeah.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, we enjoy doing this. I enjoy doing
Yeah, I
this.
do too. And let
Yeah.
us know,
What you
uh,
want to hear about? What you want to talk about?
yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how you create laughter in your relationship as well, or in
Yep.
life. You already
Yep.
said
And
that?
life here, I
You probably
don't
did.
know, I
I don't
probably
know.
did, huh? But yeah, so all right. Until the next episode.
Yes.
All right. Talk to y'all later.
Peace.